Hey man,
Sup?
who are you and what brought you to BTC?
Adam Elbeck, co-founder of Broken Travelers Club. So what brought me to BTC was the idea that I could pursue all my passions at once, essentially, for something I really believed in, instead of sort of working for the machine, right? Which is not even like I work for the machine, right? I work in art, technically, right? Or something like, I don't know. I work in the commercial industry, so I kind of work for the machine. But yeah, what brought me to BTC was an idea that I could do something for myself with my friends.
And being a co-founder, what's your favorite part of the brand's message?
Well, I think when the original concept was being developed, it was really, I was harping on this idea of community, right? I want to build community. Like, I know I'm good at building community. I want to bring people together. I want to change the world, right? Real idealistic stuff, which is at the core a part of Broken Travelers Club. This idea that, by uniting people in what they wear and gathering them at shows or events and then highlighting creative voices could bring people together in a way that maybe would allow some healing. But there's not a lot of clothing brands that really encompass the full breadth of what can be done through what you wear, right? Because what you wear is a direct expression of who you are and sort of tells the rest of the world what you're interested in. And so with Broken Travelers Club, the idea was to form this community where, like, if you saw somebody rocking a shirt, that they love to adventure, right? So, our 4 core pillars are community, adventure, art, and our apparel, right? Our clothing. So to me, the community piece is the most important, because that's really where we distinguish ourselves in a field that's saturated, right? There's tons and tons of clothing brands. There's tons of snarky people slanging dope shit, right? So what makes Broken Travelers Club any different? Well, it's the fact that we're starting a brand with the concept of community at our core, and we want to slang codes at concerts that we help put together. We want to have stores that are in interesting and hard to find places, so it's an adventure to get there. We want drag queens to rock our shit just as much as we want the grunge punk kid who doesn't feel like he belongs. And we think we can do that by highlighting people's stories. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned adventure a couple times. How would you describe your adventure space?
For me, my adventure space is definitely... No, it is, my true adventure space is behind a wheel, driving somewhere at a god-awful hour of night with no worry in the world. That's where my adventure space really lies. And that's what it is to me. Like, a good adventure is an opportunity for me to pause, connect to the moment, and get out of myself in a way that I can't do normally. And, for some, they may call it burning, and they go to the clubs and they dance all night long, right? And they burn off all that negative energy. Others, may go for a run in the woods. Whether it's outside or inside, the adventure component allows us to let loose and really connect to the now, which is important for people. So yeah, my adventure is behind a wheel, driving to the middle of nowhere at 3 a.m. Yeah, or in a cemetery. I really like cemeteries too.
You'll be there one day.
Yeah, I hope to be creative, actually. And Jeremy's the one behind the camera. He's my friend.
First of all, we're not friends.
We are friends.
Second of all,